He didn't do anything illegal. He didn't break the law. He didn't steal, hack, or hurt anyone. All he did was open one email. And by the end of that day, his job, his identity, and his entire life were already gone. This is the story of how one ordinary moment changed everything. Daniel Carter was invisible. That wasn't an insult. It was a fact. He was the kind of person nobody noticed. And nobody remembered. "36 years old. Data analyst. Mid-sized apartment. One plant by the window he kept forgetting to water. Every morning, he woke up at 7:12 a.m. Every morning, he checked his phone before his feet touched the floor. No missed calls. No messages. And that was fine. Daniel believed something very simple. If nothing unexpected happened, nothing could go wrong. That belief lasted exactly 14 seconds. At 8:43 a.m., while waiting for his coffee machine to finish screaming, Daniel heard the soft chime from his laptop. New email. Sender. Internal review system. That already felt wrong. He didn't work in HR. He didn't work in management. And his company never used names like that. The subject line was worse. Action required. Account verification. Daniel stared at the screen. Every instinct told him the same thing. Ignore it. But curiosity has a very quiet voice, and fear sounds responsible. So he opened it. The email was short. No spelling mistakes, no threats, no suspicious links, just text. Dear Daniel Carter, our system has detected an inconsistency associated with your profile. To prevent service interruption, please review the attached summary. No action is required at this time. Attached file, profile, _summary, .pdf. That line mattered later. No action is required. Daniel hesitated for exactly 3 seconds. Then he clicked. The PDF opened instantly. No lag, no warning. At first glance, it looked boring. Name, date of birth, address. All correct. Then he scrolled. Employment history, medical records, travel data. Daniel frowned. He had never shared half of this information. At the bottom of the document, one line stood out. Status, pending review, and under it, in smaller text, Identity confidence score. %62. Daniel laughed. What does that even mean? He closed the file. And that's when his phone rang. The call was from his bank. They spoke calmly. Too calmly. Sir, we've temporarily frozen your account due to unusual activity. Unusual activity? Daniel checked his balance. 0. Not empty, unavailable. While still on the call, another notification appeared. Email. Your corporate access has been revoked. Then another. Password reset requested. Daniel felt it then. Not panic. Confusion. Because none of this made sense. By noon, Daniel had been locked out of everything. work email, cloud storage, health portal, even his phone provider. At 12:47 p.m., security escorted him out of his office. No explanation, no accusation. Just a phrase he would replay in his head for months. There's an issue with your identity verification. Identity. That word kept appearing. As if he was the problem. At home, Daniel opened his laptop again. Another email waited. Same sender. Internal review system. This time, no attachment, just one sentence. Your profile no longer meets consistency requirements. Under it, a timestamp. Review. Completed. 9:02 a.m. Daniel checked the clock. That was 2 minutes after he opened the PDF. Daniel finally did what he should have done first. He searched. Not Google. Forums, archived threads. Buried discussions. And then he found it. A post, 7 months old. No title, just text. If you receive the verification email, do not open the attachment. It's not malware. It's worse. Daniel scrolled. The post explained everything. The file didn't steal data. It measured reaction, scrolling speed, eye movement, reading patterns, hesitation time. It compared behavior, not information. The system wasn't asking who you were. It was deciding if you still were that person. Daniel failed. Not because he clicked. But because he paused. because he hesitated on certain lines. Because his reading rhythm didn't match past behavior. The system concluded something terrifying. Daniel Carter was no longer consistent with Daniel Carter, so access was revoked. Across everything, because in a connected world, identity isn't proven once. It's continuously evaluated. Three months later, Daniel lived under a different name, not legally, informally, cash only, no subscriptions. No accounts. He avoided systems. Because systems remembered. And every now and then, he wondered something he never said out loud. What if the email wasn't a mistake? What if it wasn't meant to verify him? But to remove him? Daniel opened one email. He didn't break a rule. He didn't commit a crime. He simply failed to behave exactly like the person he used to be. And that was enough. Because sometimes one story doesn't just change everything. It erases it. One moment, one decision, one story changed everything.